just took a phone call from one of my realtors saying that they were working with a buyer that had found a property that they absolutely loved, wanted to write a contract on it, contingent upon their place having to sell. And he said, what do I do? And I said, do they have their house on the market now? Is it listed? Is it under contract? What's going on? He said, no, nothing is going on with their house. I have not listed it yet. I said, well, the chances of this deal working out or them being able to make a purchase is slim to none. And the reason being, it's real simple. In this real estate market, this time of year, I cannot even remember the last time that I had a seller accept a contract contingent upon another house selling, simply because they don't have to. If they're patient at all, they'll find a buyer who's paying cash. They'll find a buyer who's already got their financing in place. They're going to find a buyer who's already got their house on the market, under contract, fully inspected, appraised, and ready to close. And so why in the world would a seller accept an offer on a brand new listing to just come on the market and contingent upon another house selling? It just simply doesn't work. And so if you're a buyer listening to this, you've got to get yourself pre-approved for financing. And in this particular case, the buyer owned a house, paid for 100% equity. And I told you about my realtor, why don't they just go get a line of credit, a home equity loan? There's all kinds of different ways that they can get financing using the equity. The banks will loan up to 70% of your equity. And so you can make a purchase. And in this particular case, the buyer could have used the equity out of their house and paid cash for the property. And they said, well, they just don't feel comfortable doing that. Don't want to own two houses at the same time. And they just don't want to commit themselves to that type of an arrangement. And I said, well, the truth is buyers buy houses. I mean, if you're a buyer, you're going to buy. If you're not going to buy a house, you're not a buyer. You're a wannabe buyer. You're hoping and you're wishing, you're dreaming. You're trying to make your problem the seller's problem. That's simply not going to work, because the seller's going to look at you and say, I'm not going to do it. And so if you're a buyer, you've got some tough decisions to make right now in this real estate market. You cannot just expect a seller to sign a contract with you contingent upon you selling your house, go home, list the thing, overprice it. And you say, well, no, I'm not going to overprice my house. I'm going to put it on the market. I'll have it under contract in a few days. Everything in my area sells super fast. Yeah, 50% of the time that's true. 50% of the time that's not true, that you will price it right, get a contract on your house quick enough. And so you will probably lose the house to another better buyer, more ready to purchase than you are. And so I just can't encourage you enough, buyers, that you may have to do some uncomfortable things. We just don't feel comfortable doing this. Well, you may have to do some uncomfortable things in this real estate market if you want to win. If you want to win, which is make the purchase on the house, you may have to put yourself in a little bit of a difficult position. You need a professional to counsel you, help you get your house on the market, priced right, get it sold. And if you're just going to put your house on the market, overprice it, there's not a seller on our market, they'll not sign a contract with you because they simply don't have to. And so I just wish you the best.